welcome to the Vito Pawan show. Today we have our first guest on the show. He is a material science researcher by profession and a social volunteer by passion. He is the winner of the National Youth Award by the Government of India in 2016. He is also won Diana Award from the Diana Foundation from United Kingdom Royal Family in 2020. He is a Harvard Asper Leadership Fellow and he is a Commonwealth Fellow. He is the executive member of National Youth Advisory Council and drafting volunteer for National Education Policy 2.0, and he is a panelist and speaker at the national and international youth conferences. He won 12 national awards and 3 international awards. He has worked over his work experience of 9 years. He helped 25,000 plus students all over the schools from Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. I am very excited to welcome Prithvi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Pawan. Thank you so much.
So, Prithvi, can you tell me a little bit about your background, about your story? Where did you come from?
Yeah, basically, I'm from Gudivada, which is a town near to Vijayawada, which is located in the Krishna district. So my schooling and all I did from the government school. So usually come to know that government have good teacher resources, but by the time of when I'm getting schooling, we don't have adequate information regarding education resources, the career guidance, no proper type of information related to education. So while we are studying, we have the only option called engineering or the medicine. So the rest of the options we don't know much because like that time the technology is not in such a roam around the things, whereas the technology is available everywhere in our hands at our hands nowadays. But by those days, but at those days, the only technology will be through internet where we can or you can get the information from others. So most of the surrounding people are doing the daily wage workers, and we are not able to get the adequate information regarding what the ample of opportunities, irrespective of engineering and medicine, that we have surroundings in the country also. So. I choose the path of engineering and I joined engineering in 2013. So while doing engineering, then I come to know so many students, particularly from the rural background sector, especially from the government schools, they are not able to get the adequate information regarding education resources, including like what are the opportunities they can crack through written tests, like not only engineering, medicine, but also architecture, technical skill certification courses, or even though people who have interest towards to work with Archaeological Survey of India but don't know how to approach or what are the courses that they need to get the job in that ASA also. So I just come across these problems particularly to the students who are rural background but who are meritoriously very good but not able to get a good adequate information for their up higher studies. So then I think like I should have to know more about these things. I should have to grab so much of information that needed for, and I just have to convey that information to the needy. That makes them to help to crack the goals and all. So then I started Youth for Sustainable Society. It's not an NGO, but it's a youth-led organization that is not registered, but we used to work with some of the team fellows and we collaborate with the different school students and we interact with them. So what is the thing that they need to plan to achieve their goals, and a part of their academic and educational curriculum, quality education in sense they must have to get the skills. The set of quality education is nothing but it's a combination of a good education, skills, and the values. So without a skill-based education, it won't be a quality education. So we used to make them to learn just a minute section jam, make them to get a strong enough and enough confident to convey their messages, like their self-introduction, group discussions, everything that we used to make them to learn on their independently. First, we initially make them to encourage to talk in their mother tongue like Telugu. Then they get most of the students come forward to express their views. Then we started with slowly increasing in English, making discussions, group discussions, everything that related to some subject knowledge and some social mentors. So on that manner, I started my work, and till late I'm continuing. During COVID time, there is a break because there is no chance to physical appearance at the schools. So then I started career call concept. Then any of the one who have interest to know about their education, just get communication skills or career guidance, they can call me through social media platform, and they can interact with me. So like that. In such a way, and physical, and then through online itself, I'm just doing these works. Apart from that, I am attending the international and national conferences, delivering the speeches on what is the importance of quality education, why this generation needs the quality education concept, and make what are the sustainable things they have to learn and act accordingly to implement that SDG 4. So this is a thing that till date I'm just doing that work.
Wow, wow, that's a big thing. So, if I can sum it up, you are doing online workshops to get the awareness and to bring the quality educations to the students by using your NGO, and you are helping. You are doing one-on-one counselings. You are doing one-on-one sessions for them and helping them, providing them guidance what they need to do in the future.
Yes.
So, out of all these things, I mean, general, I used to hear people from engineering or doctor, they go in a usual way. They go to the engineering sector, they learn about the BTech, they go to BTech or something, and after that, they pursue a job and they go to the higher studies. So, what makes you interested to get into an NGO? I want to start an NGO, I want to help the people.
Yeah, this was my life-turning question actually. The thing is like I'm the first generation student from my family because my parents are not educated and they are doing some family business. But I was the one who are coming with the graduation thing from my family. Of course, my cousins are there; they are already graduated, but they are marked up to engineering. So,
Okay.
look, they also suggested me this is engineering and that is medicine. Generally, people have thing like if you are not able to crack the NEET or somewhat exam, they should have to pay some donations in order to get the MBBS seat or something. But most of the people doesn't know that we have many branches in medicine itself. Not only MBBS, nursing, homeopathy, allopathy, Ayurvedic, everything. Oh, we have many more things in India nowadays. It is the branch is wide spreading in various levels also. But by that time, most of the people coming to MBBS, if you didn't get the seat, you have to pay and buy the seat. That is the only concept that people have to come. So most of the people, if I choose that medicine is the only thing, then they will use to what I have to say discourage or not only discourage. It's a general fact they are talking like if you can't able to crack the seat, then you have to face the problems or consequences by have to pay the donation in order to get the seat something. So in order to overcome those problems, I just choose the engineering. That is the only thing I know. So because general degree. The people are taking that is not a useless thing, but of course every degree has its own reputation and its their related skills, but generally people used to think in such a manner. Then I thought like I should have I faced some of the problems like I am not able to choose my passion like medicine. I am not able to go, so why can't I help others in order to crack their goals? So in such a way, then I started working, interacting with the people, like especially from the students from the rural backgrounds who have lot of goals and they have potential enough, but the only lack is guidance for them. So what is the thing? So then I make them to interact with them. Then I come to know all we need is to provide the proper information regarding education, like what are the entrance exams, what are the scholarships, or what are the fellowships, and what are the opportunities they have. That is the huge source of support that we can give in to the people, because if you know the adequate information, they can crack on their own. So that is the only thing that makes me to move towards this. And I started working like weekdays I go to college, then weekends I used to interact with these people from the different schools, especially from the government and rural sectors.
That's good. Okay. So, if you're starting something like this, something you want to help the people, especially when you're at the beginning phase, it's not easy to get a person, to get a college to get into them, talk to them, and to speak to them. It's not easy. How was your career back then when you were starting up?
Yeah, this was a challenging question. Actually, this is the first thing that I have to answer, because everyone plans to do something unique to the society in their respective manners. But the only thing is whether they will get support or not, or whether I'm taking this initiative, is it acceptable or not. This is the huge dilemma question that they are associated with. So, to be frankly speaking, when I plan this and when I start interacting with the individual students, then I make then which makes me to like motivate. Why can't we go to schools and make interaction directly, irrespective of one to one? Because I can have a chance to meet different type of people, can come to know different things like that. But when I approached to some other schools, like they asked me, what is your qualification? Generally our Indian used to grade us by qualification, right? Yeah,
Yes, yes.
it's not the scenario of the people, it's scenario of the society actually. So people used to ask me, what's your qualification? Because you are delivering literature or you are giving a career guidance, so what's your qualification? So I'm telling, I used to tell that I'm graduating the first second year, and I'm just planning to give some career guidance like that. So people used to criticize. It's not a criticize. They used to think, tell me like, you are in such a way, you are learning, but how can you tell? How can you guide others like that? So up to 1 month, I think I didn't get any chance to meet with the people, especially in schools. So like I just interact individually to those who have interest actually. Then I went to my school where I did my schooling and all. So when I went and asked them to get permission, then the mistress of that school gave permission to me, and she told, on we have belief on you, we believe you. So this is the one of the good opportunity for expose yourself to the people, or to have different ideas and like that. So then I take the chance and I took my first class actually. Before my first class at my school, different schools used to reject me because like in the name of qualification and all. But time matters everything, right? Right now they are inviting me for the guest talks, and they are inviting me for the honor of guest roles also, because all the way of the journey of 9 years makes me that much of experience in these things. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I have shared a stage with you at the TEDx stage,
Yeah.
and one thing that I have seen you was you are very committed. That I have to say it. You didn't give up. If you have promised someone, you will do that. I have seen you personally that you helped a lot of people. That I met that guy who you helped to get some financial from the government, and I have seen that. So, can you tell me a little bit story about how you got that National Youth Award?
Yeah, sometimes we have to get recognition for our works also. So that is actually, indeed, it is an important for everyone, because nobody doesn't want to get rejection, recognition, right? Everyone wants to get recognition. So while working this from 2013 onwards, I started working individually on some collaborations with friends and working on various activities, like not only career and education guidance, by providing adequate information, make them to get skilled up with just a minute group discussions, or even we introduce a new concept called Avadhan. That's our ancestors program, Astavadhanam, like
Yes,
Sastradhanam,
yes.
Dashavadhanam. Like those are the concepts we take it from the ancient history, and we used to implement with the students and make them to get knowledge on diversified fields. So that is one of the huge source of acquiring knowledge actually. So by that time we used to make some voluntary works, and some make them to involve into some CS, community service level. So what is the society, why we have to improve, and all we the students are getting what is SDGs, UN SDGs, 17 SDGs, they are there. So they are all getting in the social textbook at the 8th and 9th standards only. But that is up to the mark of the textbook, but they didn't know what's the real value of the SDG goals, and why we need, and why United Nations, such a prestigious institutes, why they're implementing right now for 2030 and 2050 targets. So those things we used to discuss with the students, because when they have ample of time, they can use that time to interact with other things. They can come to know what are the real problems in the society, and they can they can build some of the skills like communication, collaboration, teamwork, management, everything that plays a vital role. So these type of activity you used to do. So in 2017, I come to know the National Youth Award was there from the Kiran Bedi madam, who was the Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry State when I was doing my master's internship project at Pondicherry. So she suggested me, you are doing such a great work, and this is what the real society needs, and the youth of this nation really wants this type of youth, and she encouraged me to apply for that award. And finally, in 2019, August 12th, I received this National Youth Award from the Government of India.
Ah, it's a long story, and you have shared me the story. Tell me, share the audience the story, the call that you got from a CBI officer.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, the generally the applications will be in the September October month, mostly August September. In 2018, I applied for the National Youth Award, and generally the National Youth Awards will be awarded on January 12th. That is the National Youth Day on occasion of Swami Vivekananda's birthday. But the time that award was not revealed. I mean, that was not happened in the at the National Youth Festival. Then I thought like that award is cancelled maybe this year, and I am not able to get that thing. On February 14th, I was there at Indore, Rajaramana Center for Atomic Technology, that is a Department of Atomic Energy. I'm doing my master's main project, so master's major project that is. So we were not supposed to take our phones to the inside of the laboratory. The phone is restricted, and we used to place it in at our hostel rooms. And we went to the lab, and I get back at 7 p.m. something, 8 p.m. probably. So on that day, it is February 14th, 2019, the Black Day of India that happened, Pulwama attack on that day. So after we used to get the information from YouTube or something from other scientists or something, then we returned back to the room. Then I saw 7 to 9 missed calls around, and with the 10 messages stating that I am some officer from CBI Central Department. We need to talk to you. Please call me urgently. Then I was like scary, like why, what happened, what I did, like why Central Department is calling me. I'm just a common man, like that makes me very scary, because like without giving any adequate information, you get a call from the Central Police officer
And there is a
stating that
scenario
call.
that is happening back then, right? There is scenario.
Yeah.
What is the scenario that is happening back then? There is a
Uh,
Pulwama.
yeah, that is a Pulwama attack, right?
Yeah.
Then we used to think like, what happened? Why they called me on particularly on Pulwama attack? No, I am very innocent. I'm not guilty in any of the things. Like I was used to, I got very scary, and then I. Stubborn enough to make a call, and I did the call actually. Then he told me, I'm the one who cross check your profile. So the people who are finalists will come to cross check profiles of the people who are nominees of the nominators of the nominees. So he used to ask me the things: what are you, where are you from, and what you are graduated, and where you are graduated, the where you did the works, everything he just quoted, and asked me to submit some profile to nearest police station, because that is a casual verification. Especially these type of verifications will go on for every national awards, because they just want to make a transparency while awarding everything. So after submitting, generally it happened in January 12th, but that doesn't happen, right? I asked him, so is this thing happen, or something that awards were cancelled? He told, wait for everything, wait. Time will give answer for everything, like that. He used to answer. So okay, days are going on. I just you. I just don't concentrating on that work, because like I have to submit thesis and I have to present. Then by July 10th, I submit my thesis and came back to hometown. So July 15th night, it's 11 p.m. or something, I receive a call. Sorry, it's a mail actually. stating that you are selected for National Youth Award, and you are supposed to come to Delhi to receive that award on August 12th on behalf of International Youth Day.
Congratulations. Congratulations for the award. That's a huge
But
success.
that moment makes me scary. But that Pulwama attack day was very one of the scary. But I just strong enough to make a call back because we have to know what the scenario. They
Yeah.
didn't mention you are guilty or innocent, but we need to call you and get some information. Please call us back.
Did
So
you
that
did
is the message I got.
yeah, did he still stay in touch with you, the CBI
Yeah,
officer?
yeah, he's in still touch with me, but I don't want to reveal his name because it's a
Ah,
central
sure, no
confidential.
problem, no problem. So, how did your life change before the award and after the award?
Yeah, of course, recognition matters, right? So before recognition and after recognition, that is the two phases of my life. So before recognition, I used to go teach something, and I just come. That's all. But after the award, I was able to see some other with special status, like giving some respect, and I was invited as a guest of honor for Independence Day celebrations at my own school.
Wow,
We used to interact, and people who rejected me while giving the talks and interaction section with the students, they invited me for guest roles or guest talks. So we used to do those things. So till 2020 March, till the pandemic breakdown, we used to go around some Bangalore, some areas in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh also we used to go. So once the pandemic breakdown happened, then we stopped doing physically. Then I thought of like, why can't we start interactive sections or career guidance sections through through social media. So through Facebook or Insta, Zoom or something, whatever the possibility may. So then I used to do those works.
so
And in
yeah.
2020 June, I received a mail from Diana Foundation stating that you are selected for the Diana Award. Because I don't know what is Diana Award also. Because and who nominated me also. Because National Youth Award is a self-nomination process, or you can nominate once. But Diana Award, I didn't make a nomination, but whoever make a nomination also, I don't know. Then I come to know my school nominated me for the Princess Diana Award on behalf of the Royal Diana Foundation. So I got a mail that you are selected for Diana Award, and we are honored to invite you to receive that. Due to COVID pandemic, we are sending the award through through postal communication like that. So I received it in August 2020.
So you have such. I think you should have a shelf of 12 awards and three international awards. Huge shelf.
Yeah, 12 plus 1, 13th. Is it that also they gave
Oh,
some
yeah, yeah, TEDx.
moment to it.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. So you are doing self development. I mean, self skill development programs and educating the people, the younger people, to understand the importance of the skills. So, what do you think is wrong in the? Do you think is there something wrong in the education system? What is your opinion on the education system?
It's not completely wrong. We just need some change in the education system, because if we completely say wrong, that it's not an acceptable big thing, because due to some circumstances we have to stick to the things and system, but there needs a change in the education system, because there is a quote from Albert Einstein stating that if you make a race between a monkey and a fish, who can climb the tree very first, it's not a possible, it's a very possible thing for a monkey, where it is not a possible thing for a fish, right?
Yes.
So similarly, if we ask a fish and a monkey to make a swim, fish can easily make a swim, but monkey cannot, because they two are very different streams having two different skills. And if you are make them to sit in a single pattern of exam, that it doesn't mean that who can win that exam is that's not the correct manner to judge the students. Of course, examination is important because we need segregation and we need some screening type of systems, because we have a lot of applications and students are coming with these things. Although we need screening and all, but they need some additional things like choice based learning systems. So, and we have in central universities, if you come across, we come to know choice based credit systems means the very important subjects that needed to your graduation, those are mandatory. The rest of the 4 to 5 subjects, like say 8 to 10 credits, you can do by adopting some other new subjects like music, dance, French, Spain, whatever you have interest that makes you to happy, or like makes you to follow the passion. Like somebody 40 credits, if you are able to get it through material science, and 10 credits I choose like one is from laboratory technician methodologies I took, and second thing is like through music, some different forms we can take it. So this type of a free choice based learning system must be. So if you come across with the ancient education learning system, the Guru Shishya tradition, not only the education, they used to make us to learn archery, some skill based works, because those are very important. Of course, those doesn't mean that you're degraded if you're learning those things. Those are in additional skills. In such a manner, we have to decrease the subject content, the subject curriculum, and only the most important, the subject concept and the application. The knowledge related to particular concepts must have to be introduced in the subject. If you have increasing the subject length or the subject weight, the student will face the burden. So make them to get an ample of time to learn the other resources. So India is nowadays improving to get Olympic medals. Why? Before, it is not that much of Olympic medals we are not able to get, but every year America is getting that because of they have choice based learning system, and they have an option called sports, and they can took that sports respect to sports on where they have passion, and they can learn from the schooling days itself. They have that type of a flexible learning system, it is there, that type of education learning. Apart from that, the education system must have to make them to learn this communication skills, communication management, adaptivity, thinking, whatever the set of 11 important skills that needed for the quality education, that should have to come. Apart from that, the project should be in such a way they can make a real interact in the society, like community service project. And this is the thing, like coming rainy days is coming from July to October, August. So coming March is the summer. So if you make some water pits, some that will be the very good rain harvesting techniques, because we have an adequate of rains in the June, July, August months. So that is a very good time for the summer time, where you can dig pits and make ready to harvest the rainwater. So that is one of the community service project, where you can learn, they can come to know what is the importance of conserving water resources. They can able to make a team project work. They can do some physical activity, and they can come to know what is the importance of water resources in particularly country. So nowadays we are seeing some Arab countries, they are facing a lot to get the proper water. So they are paying a lot for the proper water things. So we have adequate rivers and all. We did not get such type of problems in at our country. So we should have to motivate the students in such a way to involve in such type of projects, a plantation, make them to involve in water harvesting techniques, or some other things that makes the environment and sustainable society.
Yes, yes. Oh, so these are all the secondary thing. Yes, some are primary things that we need to study, the basic things, and some are the secondary things that we can choose one or two things. But if we look into our education system, the education system where we come from, there is a lot of theory. We need to study a lot, and we need to prepare for the exams. And after exams, mostly 80%, I don't know exact number. So mostly we don't use that subject, we don't use in our daily lives. So what is your opinion? How much, what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the curriculum that which really helps you to get into the application. Like coming to social, that is very important because economics and civics are the basic important things as a citizen you have to come to know. And history, of course, country like Bharat, that is you have to come to know the valuable history of India. But that matters. Make a subject curriculum in such a way, this is he is the king, he did this much of work, and this helps a lot, and he plays a vital role by by a lengthy story, like pages of pages, make a certain pattern, like introduce everyone, like the kings rule from the Marathas, Mughals, the dynasty rulers, or the South Indian kings, the architecture, everything important, but that should be restricted to some important portion only. If you are taking the concept of say Mughal emperor dynasty, Mughal dynasty, we have a lot of emperors, like from Babur to Aurangzeb, then after his sons also. But this makes a lot of burden to the students to remember everything and makes them to get fear of subject knowledge.
Mm.
History makes us to get interest to learn many things. We have to create the interest in such a way the pattern should be in the education curriculum. Like this king makes this one. This is the good thing or the bad thing that was happened during this era, and this is the impact that happened in this society. And that's enough. That's restricted to some certain pattern is enough. And coming to economics and everything, make sure the student should have to know the basic financial management, not like the Nobel Prize diplomas, everything. The basic thing how they are used to manage their financial management or the money management, what are the like multiple investment techniques. The Chanukya will tell that multiple investment techniques very important thing, that why we should have to learn financial things at all. So these type of things that really they can imply in their life, personal life. So nowadays we are seeing after a COVID pandemic, most of the families are bankrupted. So due to lack of not maintaining certain financial management or something. So we have to come to overcome these problems. Particularly Western people faced a lot compared to our Indians, because we Indians have an habit of savings a lot. So for generations and generations.
Yeah, yeah,
So
true.
these type of things. So coming to mathematics, so most of the students
So,
asking me why.
Prithvi, basic thing. I'm simple guy. I don't like complex stuff. So I want to make complex simple. I believe that complexity is the enemy of execution. So you have to make stuff simple. So learning theory, all those theory, and going for the exam. What is the better alternative that you suggest? Simple way, in a simple way.
Yeah. Nowadays we are saying that only the whatever their students are learning, they are just writing in that. So that is the only the evaluation parameter that Indian education system is doing right now.
Yes.
Until unless some till the graduation system. So in graduation, you have the practical systems, then you have to do those things and you have to execute and you have to get the final result, right? So most of the thing is the problem associated here. Most of the students are asked, what's the use of trigonometry? What's the use of sine theta and tan theta? Our system is in such a way. So we have to make the students to get the know, oh, this tan theta means slope, means that is used to lay a road on hill stations or to make a plain surface on the slope, or to do for the building purpose, so the construction purpose. This trigonometry is very important. In such a way, they should have to make the students to get learn. Then they will get the interest on learning. So this is the importance of tan theta. Then we have to calculate the slope. That is the purpose of tan theta. Then we have to implement in construction side. So this is the real time of where they can learn and implement. Similarly, case studies. So case studies or some of the things they should have to introduce in the system. Until I mean, like not only the markupping, like I just copied, I read, and I just paste it over the examination. It's not the system. Make them to learn independently. Some case studies, some comprehension paragraphs that are very important, and those should be have to introduce in our education.
Yes, yes.
And some
Earlier days when
diagrams.
we were kids, they used to write a charts and we used to do some exercises based on that. In some colleges, some schools, that system is there. I think most of the schools we don't have them. Just write the exams.
Yeah, that may happen. Some science fair projects also it may happen. So, but the thing is, how many people are interacting and how many people are really learning those things? Mostly the selected students who have interest will come forward and learning, right? So that is become an optional thing. So that impact that pays an impact, but it should not the solidified one. So it should have to be like not a compulsory and make mandatory. It should be implemented in the society. Make them independently learning. Oh, this is the concept where I can learn. So Newton's law. What is the Newton's law? Why? Where we are using in personal life? What is the applications? And nowadays Newton's laws are the basic laws that we can that evolution the total science system. So those are the things. And one must be pretty sure that we have to use it for the sustainable life, because E is equal to mc square is the formula that was derived or conceptualized by Albert Einstein, sir. But they also have positive and negative also that will be used for atomic energy, energy conservation, everything that will be that is the only formula. But in such a way, E is equal to mc square is the major formula that will contribute for an atom bomb.
Yes.
So, what is the thing that you are learning? The application must be in such a sustainable path. That type of learning system should have to be starts from the schooling itself. So, what you are learning and what for the purpose of the learning, and that type of thing should have to come.
But every student is not at the same level, right? Some student can learn something in 5 minutes, but the same learning other student may take one month or 1 week. It depends on different students. But we are conducting the exams on a combined level. We are teaching one to many, and we are bringing all the different students coming together and teaching one to many. But the student level is different. But teachers are teaching one way and doing it on one class. So, what is your opinion on that?
Yeah, this is the thing. But all we already discussed that the examination is compulsory because we need screening and all. Because we have ample of students are coming, and screening is everywhere. We need to get it right. So, but the only thing I already told that we have to liberalize the curriculum. We have to stick with the very important concepts and that really implements in social life and personal life or in professional level, not beyond those things. If you have 100 unit or if you have 10, say 10 units in a particular subject, and you have only 6 months to read everything for to complete the examination for a semester examination, and one can able to read within 2 to 3 months, one can able to read or complete the portion within 6 months. But the people who are below or the slow learners, actually they take at least 1 year to come through.
Yes.
So if you marginalize the subject to the very needy concepts like say 5 to 6 units, so the subject will be liberalized, and the remaining 4 subjects should be placed in such a way it is choice based learning system. So if you are able to complete the six units in within 3 months of portion, you have ample of 3 months of time, so you can learn because you have choice based. That is as it act as a choice based, and that is count for not count for evaluation. But whereas this slow learner person can able to complete the 6 units concepts in the 6 months, then you can able to compete with him with the same subject pattern, not into beyond beyond that caliber. So that type of flexibility should have to be. That's why I asked you. I asked the thing like we have to introduce choice-based learning system. Not only in the skill sector, it is also implemented in the academic section. Then the student will feel like a very that he will really enjoy learning and learning.
Okay. So, what skills, we are in the 21st century? So, what skills do you think are important to the one who is getting out of college? And why do you think those are the important ones?
Yeah, those, yeah, of course, basically the communication skills are foremost and firstmost, and most of the schools used to make the students to get these communication skills. So coming to other things like most nowadays we are come to know most of the very familiar word called introvert. Introvert. Nowadays people are I don't know why they are why introvert. What's the need actually? This is a social life, and we used to make a social communication and interaction, right? So introvert is up to the personal, but coming to the professional, that is not acceptable, right? So you have to make a teamwork, team management, collaboration, collaborative works, management of resources, including financial, time, multitasking. Everything should have to come and act independently. Sometimes independently and sometimes with the team also. If you're strictly with I'm an introvert means that's not acceptable, right? So you have to come with the social interacting skills also. So like and inquiry skills, asking what's the question. Actually, questioning has so much of power. Why, what, so, and when, where. These are types of 9 forms of W, where you can get it in the questionnaire. So that plays a very important role, because why you are doing this, why, what is the purpose, where you can implement. So these type of things should have to be get the inquiry skills. These are inquiry skills, and students from the, people from the student level itself, they have to know this questioning. A proper questioning is more important than a high answering also, a high quality answer also. So question is very important, because questions may impact very high and it may leads. Because if you see Newton, an apple was dropped on a head, on his head actually. If he feels like it fall down, okay, then fine.
I can
Then
eat that
there
apple.
won't
I'm
be
very
Newton's
happy.
law, right? Then
If you can.
there won't be Newton's law. Then why it fall down? Why fall down only? Why fall up?
Mm.
So that the question has that much of power. So these type of skills, inquiry management skills, collaboration skills, team management, money management, and even multitasking. Nowadays people are nowadays they are using this word multitasking. That is also important, because nowadays humans are human productivity is increasing, and moreover machinery artificial intelligence also increasing a lot. So then you have to increase your productivity by doing some multitasking skills, then only you can able to win the race. Otherwise you have to lag in that so live race actually.
So you coach a lot of people. You have traveled Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. You have seen a lot of youngsters. So what is their mindset? What are they thinking in their minds?
So to be frankly speaking, some like okay, I'm doing some graduation, will get job and will marry and will happily enjoy their life.
Marriage
But
is the
some
main
people,
motive, na?
some people have some realistic things. They want to do something beyond the academics. Like I told you now, if you're doing social work, you will come to know so many of the factors like communication, team management, collaboration, skills, everything you will come, community service, everything you will come in an NGO or a community service project. So most of the students have interest to do, but they don't know how to put their first step actually. So okay, while I'm doing some rejections may come, some financial problems will come. So many factors they make them to pull back to the real phase, not making to implement their ideas or something. So I used to make them to discuss what's your problem. So many of the thinking I was the individual candidate, I was the only person who are not, nobody is helping me. So I used to interact with them and tell them like, "Oh, who wants you to make to get help for you? So do independently. If you are starting, so someone will get inspired and will join with you. So that makes you to inspire others as a leader. So that is an important thing. And some of the things, like most of the common questions, like I don't have financial resources. See, from 2013 where I'm starting my work until date, I didn't use much more money, where I can use most of the information by providing in PowerPoint presentations or oral talk or oral presentation. That only thing that makes me. And literally I didn't spend much more time for do much more financial things to get these things, to get the works happen. So I make them to convince these things, then finally they are agree. And some have interested, like you, they are coming forward and they are coming doing something, and they are expressing their views and opinions, like you others, like some of the people they are writing their views, and some in some positive and some in critics also. That's important, because we have to accept everything.
Yes, yes. So I always remember the quote, it's not resources, it's being resourceful. You have to be resourceful enough. You need to meet people and what you can do with
Yeah.
them, how many people you can help, how many people you can impact. You have impacted a lot of people being an youngster. being before 30, you have won a lot, you have got a lot of achievements. So what is the one thing that you suggest to someone, the ideal person that comes to you?
Yeah, I have the my own principle of self development actually,
Okay.
that is 4G principle of development. The only thing where where I implemented in my personal life and I achieved it to this position. The first G is groping. We have to search for what the things that you have interest or what you are passionate about. We have to grow. We have to make certain for perfect goals for your life actually, in terms of social, professional, or personal things, whatever. So the next thing is gathering the things. G. Second G is gathering. So when you have a defined goals, you have to gather the adequate information that needed for you. Like if I say if I'm preparing for an exam, so you have to gather the basic requirements of that material, like required for that exam material, subject knowledge, some videos, whatever the resources we have to gather. And third one is we have to grow. Like if you have an adequate information and adequate resources, then you have to grow. So okay, I achieved that exam, I cracked that exam. So then I am in certain position, like I got an MBBS seat. So I cracked that NEET exam and I got an MBBS seat. I cracked it, I grow. Enter into the MBBS seat is it's growing itself. So when you are grow enough, then the final one is giving. So when you are grow enough and get confident enough, you have to give it to the others. Like because people may struggle, people can't be self-reliant like you, but if you are able to give your hands and support to others, that is one of the biggest thing that you do in this society. Because whatever the system, whatever you are doing in this society, giving is the best option, and that makes you feel very happy actually. There is a very good happy behind if you are giving something to others. So this is a 4G principle where I implemented myself, and I suggested the people to follow this 4G principle for their development and for the development of the society.
Okay. You seem like that you are a very busy person, traveling, meeting people, being on TEDx stages, organizing TEDx stages. God, it's amazing. So, do you get a time to watch movies, shows? Do you ever
Yeah,
watch those?
yeah, I like crime and thriller movies very much.
Oh man, okay, okay. Do you watch
And
Marvel?
as a devotional person, I used to watch some mythological things also.
Do you watch series or what? Mythological series, serials.
Yeah, I used to watch.
So, do you watch Marvel movies?
Yeah, yeah, man.
What is your
I used
favorite
to watch.
character?
So Thor is my favorite character.
Oh, the God of Thunder.
The God
Why
of Thunder.
what
Yes,
do you like about him?
because he is the supreme energy. He had supreme energy. Thunder lifespan is very small, within microseconds and milliseconds. But the impact created by thunder creates a lot impact.
It's good,
So
good.
if you are doing a short work also, that must have to impact the society in such a way.
True, so true, so true.
Yeah, that's why Thor is my favorite character actually.
So, what is your ideology about life? What do you think life is all about? What do you think about the purpose? What do you think about the spiritual aspect?
Yeah, life, we can't define life because we completely tasted that. We didn't completely taste that. But life is all about learning and make others to learn. That is my concept actually.
True.
Because learning is a continuous process, irrespective of age, gender, category, everything. Till death, also one can learn a lot of things because this universe is mysterious and everything is doesn't reveal until you come to know. So you have to continuously learn the things till your last breath happens, and make others to learn. If they are independently learner, make them help to get learn the things and assist them. Or if not, just support, suggest them. This is the concept of this particular thing. So coming to spirituality, some may believe the God existence, some may not. But it's up to the personal thing that happens. I do believe that God exists, and I believe in doing good makes us good. Like the karma siddhanta of this Bharata Kandam water teaches. So that's the thing.
Yes. Okay. So when can we expect Padma Shri? I think you are looking for that.
No, so many people are there. Actually, Padma Shri is a very great honor. Actually, it is not only the highest for the civilian; it is the greatest honor. Right now, we are seeing many more. So many of the unrevealed people who are unsung heroes. Actually, they are like nowadays they are saying we are seeing some tribal people, the women's, the old men who are doing so much of self. The social work from the many past years like 30, 50 years, some from the past 30, 40, 50 years also, so they are recognizing, so recognition will come when it comes, so we can't stop it, right? Even though I don't know what is National Youth Award, somebody suggested me and I applied and I got it. That's the thing. And even Diana Award, I don't know, but it got to me. So you have to do your things, and the time matters whether it give it or not, and it will come to your hand only.
Good, good. So, what do you say? One piece of advice the people who are watching right now. Final.
Follow your passion. Some don't compromise for anything. Sometimes it's okay, it's up to, there is some restrictions, but unleash the boundaries that you have. If you are come out of the box only, then you can achieve anything. If I was not able to get the support from others, and if I start and if I start the work with the students, then I won't able to sit here to give a talk like this, right? So I used to work, even I accept the rejections. Rejections are very important, which makes you strong enough and self-develop also. So you have to accept the rejections, think out of the box. You have to perfectly aim your goals. Actually, you have to predefine your goals. Then start working for yourself and for others also. That is the only thing that you can. But do good. That what you can do is the only that do good something to the others. That what you can do. That's all.
Very well said, Prithvi. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. I want to say it. You are someone that has seen very humble, help forward, helping people, kind enough. You are kind enough to come to the show. I'm very excited and I'm very happy that you are here. Thank you. Thank you very much from
Thanks,
really
Pawan, for inviting me.
from the bottom of my heart. I want to say thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pawan, for inviting me.